Welcome to Win the Day from Back to the Bible. I'm your coach, Pastor Nat, and today we're going to talk about how God is working all things together for good. Who is Jesus? Was he a man? A crazy man? Was he a liar? Or could he actually be the Son of God? Could he be God in the flesh? Again, the question is, who is Jesus? This is the question Pilate will try to answer today as we continue our series, Believe. This is what John records in John chapter 19, beginning in verse 7. The Jews answered him, "We have a law, and according to that law he ought to die, because he has made himself the Son of God." When Pilate heard the statement, he was even more afraid. He entered his headquarters again and said to Jesus, "Where are you from?" But Jesus gave him no answer. So Pilate said to him, "You will not speak to me? Do you not know that I have authority to release you and authority to crucify you?" Jesus answered him, "You would have no authority over me at all, unless it has been given you from above. Therefore, he who delivered me over to you has the greater sin." From then on, Pilate sought to release him, but the Jews cried out, "If you release this man, you are not Caesar's friend. Everyone who makes himself a king opposes Caesar." Pilate is trying desperately to get rid of Jesus and this crazy situation. Jesus is innocent. Pilate knows it. He tells them, "You take him. I've punished this innocent man. If you want death, you kill him. I will grant you the power." But here in verse 7, they affirm the death sentence. Now they are referencing Leviticus chapter 24, verse 16. There it says, "Whoever blasphemes the name of the Lord shall surely be put to death." Jesus claimed to be God. If this is false, Jesus is guilty. He did deserve death. But this claim stops Pilate in his tracks. You see, Pilate was a Roman and believed in the gods. He was superstitious like many people are today. He's afraid because if this is true, this could be bad news for him. So Pilate asked Jesus, "Okay, Jesus, is this true? Where exactly are you from?" Now, Pilate knew that he was from Galilee, but the real question was, are you divine? Were you sent down from heaven? Now, you may have noticed Jesus doesn't give an answer. Why? It's because he has already answered the question in chapter 18. He said, "My kingdom is not of this world." You see, Pilate knew the answer. Jesus didn't need to say it again. So what does Pilate do? He flexes his muscles. He says, "Look at yourself, Jesus. I mean, don't you know who I am? I've had you beaten. I've had you flogged. You have been humiliated because of me, but I can make this all end. So what is it you want? Do you want to be free, or do you want to be crucified?" Shockingly, Jesus responds with great authority and power. He says, "You would have no authority over me at all, unless it had been given to you from above. Therefore, he who delivered me over to you has the greater sin." Now, Jesus is not referring to Judas, but to the Jews. They are the human petitioners, but even so, this was all God's plan. This was the plan from all eternity, knowing that he would create mankind. He knew that mankind would rebel. He knew that he must provide a way to restore the relationship. So what was the plan? That God would become flesh, that he would have to die on the cross and be raised from the grave. Was there another way? No, this was the only way. Let's face it, we all think we're in control of our lives. But in reality, we're not. God is. God is working all things together for good to those who love him and are called according to his purpose. Pilate thought he was in charge. But when we know the text, we know God was really in charge. God the whole time had this under his watch. Now the question is, what does this mean for us today? It means no matter the hurt, no matter the trial, the disappointment, or heartache, Jesus is watching over you today. He sees you. He knows your heart. He cares. And he promises to work it out for his good, for his glory. For me, that changes everything. To see Jesus, the innocent King, hold back his wrath to experience the wrath of God for us, it changes how I look at my life today. How about you? How does Jesus' love and control impact your life today? Take a few minutes and put it in the comments below. I want to know. Jesus is King of the universe. He is on the throne in heaven. He is coming again soon to restore his earthly kingdom. That kingdom will last forever. Friend, when we believe this, that is when we will win the day.